ManTroll here. You remember before I did one of these video logs in Necropolis, and it was rather noisy. So I'm hanging out here in Necropolis with one of the grave diggers. Oddly, the grave diggers don't seem to have any dirt to be digging. They have a shovel, as you can see, and they have a basic coffin, but not really any dirt to say. You should dig over there, I think. See, we could bury people over here under these stairs. Do you ever wonder why we have stairs? Apparently, in the before time, we had like a very, very, very popular attraction in this theater area. And we made people go up the stairs and back down into a line on the other side. We even had a lovely line thing here made out of wood, as you can see. Maybe that's how they exited, I do not know. Anyway, it's used for absolutely nothing anymore. If I was in charge of Necropolis, I would put one of my monsters up there on the catwalk with the bungee cord. And I would have him stand on the outside edge, or she, because I think women could do this as well. The female monsters are every bit as capable of terrifying you in this manner. So he could stand up there on the outside of the railing and scream like insults at the guests. And when some guest tried to scream an insult back, he could like clutch his heart like he was having a heart attack. And he could let go and he'd start falling. And the guests would scream like, "Ah! He's going to fall on me. He's going to die." Because they don't get the point that the Necropolis is filled with undead people who have risen from their coffins. But instead of falling to his non-death, the bungee cord would stop him when he got low, and then he could look right in the guest's eyes, grab her, and carry her back up top while screaming, "Ha ha ha, you are mine now." I think that would be a great scare. So we just need a monster and some bungee cords and maybe some springs. Maybe I'll suggest this for next year, because I think that's something we should do. Every guest should have an opportunity to be physically carried by a monster on a bungee cord up onto the catwalk. Speaking of which, I don't know why they call them catwalks. I don't see any cats walking up there. And if I was a cat and wanted to walk up there, I wouldn't need railings, because cats, you know, are remarkably balanced. The cat would probably walk along the edge of the railing, not like on the actual catwalk. So maybe we should call little wires catwalks, and we should call that clumsy human walk. I think that would be a good name. This is the other end of Necropolis. I don't know if you generally come this way when you're going through Necropolis, or if you come down from the top. If you come down from the top, there's a nice sign that says you are entering Necropolis. If you're coming up this way, there's no sign, so you'll just have to guess. Big mausoleum type things, it must be Necropolis. If you see a statue in here, be very afraid, because there is no statue in here. Or in here. So maybe next year there'll be a statue in there, and then you'll be afraid, because I said you should be afraid because of the statue. And we also have this skeleton, which I understand used to be part of Resurrection, but then it did something wrong and it got demoted to skeleton that sits on top of the waterfall. Anyway, ManTroll thanks you for being with him while he wandered around Necropolis and said hi to his old grave digging buddies.